Tiger barbs are some of the most interesting fish you will ever meet. They come in all different colors, have big personalities, and can be fun to watch for hours on end if your tank allows it. It's cool that these colorful creatures live up near our eyes, so we get a chance to see how beautiful they really are without having them blend into their environment like other types might do. I'm looking at you, Betta. If this sounds good, then congratulations, because I've found an excellent idea: getting more than one tigert barb, male or female, since females usually pregnant eventually anyway. The female tiger barb is easy to recognize when she becomes pregnant. The change in colors will indicate that there's an impending birth, and the shape of her stomach also changes slightly. It gets flatter with each breeding cycle. How to tell if the female is pregnant, ready to lay eggs? Do tiger barbs lay eggs? Tiger barbs are one of the few fish that can lay eggs. The female has a lot, and only she knows how many there really were. You'll need to check her belly for any signs of pregnancy, because even though they don't get pregnant themselves, their male partners do have an important job making sure these developing fry come out correctly by fertilizing them once laid in order to get them started down the birth canal towards becoming new members of our awesome community here at. Unfortunately, we cannot support non-castrated male fish as census earners due sexual maturity onset. If she is full of eggs and ready to lay them, the female tiger barb's belly will get big. Fat, just like if you ate at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Other than this, there isn't really a way to tell whether or not your fish has started her reproductive cycle. Some people have noted that they've seen some slow flickering in their tank inhabitants' eyes due increased weight, but again, this could just be speculation on our part, since we don't know how much food each individual requires per day or week. Female tigers, like other felines including lions and leopards, can lay eggs when they are sexually mature. The process normally begins at around 7 weeks old, but may occur as early as 5 to 6 months in some cases. The average size for these offspring is between 1 inch long up until about 3 inches tall, with the latter being more common. Tiger barb breeding behavior. Tiger barbs are actually one of the few fish that can consume their own eggs in order to lot VP. This is because they are so bizarre when it comes down breeding habits. Even females do this. It's not surprising how these survive, seeing as most wild bred creatures don't want anything too close with them, or else get eaten alive by hungry predators like us humans out here waiting patiently at our dinner table. Whether you're a first-time breeder or an experienced fishkeeper, there are some important things to know about how tiger barb breeding behavior works. The way that they display their eggs is what will tell us if they are ready for another generation of babies. If these reproductive elan fish look like small coins with black spots on them, then congratulations, because this means one thing: the female has finished laying her last batch and now awaits fertilization before becoming pregnant again. But don't worry. If you have a pregnant female that's getting fat, or just not feeling well, here are 6 things to do. When males and females are ready to breed, they form pairs. The male is usually more colorful than the female, but smaller in size, because he needs energy for courtship behavior or mating dance that takes place before fertilization occurs from copulation mate. These animals will get friendly with each other while performing these odd dances around their partner during this process, which can be seen as sort of thanking him or her by providing protection against predators till forthcoming babies arrives. When females want to produce eggs, they need a safe place. This is why the female reproductive tract of many species contains pens or other types protection for this important task. It's no surprise then that these areas often contain plants with edible fruits in them. This is a great time to enjoy the company of nearby animals. The male will pass over his sperm, which fertilizes them before he flies off in search for another female partner or mating attempt. If you notice this pair dancing around each other with an eager look on their face, the female laying eggs while being waited, then congratulations, they just mated. Once the male and female of any species have mated, it is not uncommon for them to be quite aggressive towards each other. If you see eggs or fry everywhere with these two fish going at it like that, you can guess what happened. It turns out, like we said before, both male and female tiger barbs are known for eating their own eggs. So if you want your fry to actually hatch, then it's important that the fish is removed from its tank, or they can also be taken off in another setup with more supportive conditions where this won't happen as much. If you want to breed tiger barbs, the best bet is setting up a tank for them and putting all of their eggs in there. Once they are fertilized, then resume moving males back into an original breeding population, where both parents can teach new fry about survival skills. How long does it take for tiger barb eggs to hatch? Generally speaking, it will take between 3 and 5 days for the tiger barb eggs to hatch. The average time after fertilization is 4, which means that you can expect about 1/2 weeks before your new little fishes start swimming around. Keep your tiger barb fry separate from their parents to avoid getting eaten. They will eat anything that moves, including the young ones. You may have heard that tiger barb fry are pretty fragile, so you need to take care of them. They can't swim yet and their tank needs good filtration systems with low flow rates, or they'll get sucked up by the filter intake. Make sure your aquarium has 3 major types: biological media for bacterial growth, either foam or solid material such as wood chips undergrounded brazing together across an open space inside front cover. This will help maintain high oxygen levels necessary while keeping away fish scales from entering into plumbing system. When the tiger barb fry have eaten all of their yolks from an egg sac, you will need to feed them infusoria, which is fish food for young fry. Once they start getting bigger, and can eat daphnia, or brine shrimp up 3 times per day, with no problem, it means that your tank conditions are perfect. If you want to maximize the lifespan of your fish, change water in their tank at least once per day, but no more than 10% capacity. It takes about 1 month or less before they are ready for sale, and can either return home with someone else who has plenty enough space available, or continue living out there as an algae eater. Commonly asked questions: how long is a tiger pregnant for? When a female tiger barb fish is ready to breed, she carries her eggs around with them and then lays them. The male fertilizes the egg before it hatches into an adorable little fish. Are tiger barbs live bearers? People often ask whether or not tiger barbs are live-bearing fish. But this question does not have an easy answer. Tiger barb babies do grow up in water near their mother's womb for about 10 days before they are born out of it, so yes, technically speaking, she could breastfeed them while still being pregnant. The placement only lasts 9 months due to all the swimming around done by these little guys during development time-wise, because no one wants multiple kids at once. What do tiger barb eggs look like? Tiger barb eggs are the size of small beads. They are typically oblong with an orange-tan color, and can be slightly darker in some cases, though they still won't compare to something like chicken egg. How long do tiger barbs carry eggs? Tiger barb females are egg scatterers, which means that they will lay up to 200 eggs at a time while moving back and forth across the aquarium. Tiger barbs often require male companionship in order for them to develop full sets of clutches, typically only when bred with another fish known as the breeding pair, but there have been instances where these females developed empty shells without any males present whatsoever. This can be problematic if not handled carefully by your BT marina resorting forward. When she carries those eggs, the female tiger barb may become egg-bound, which can be a pretty serious issue. Generally speaking, if there is only one male in and pairing with her, then he'll take care of fertilizing and identifying them before they are laid, as well as protecting their position next to each other while being able-bodied outside sources such free-range food or social media posts, so long as he has access at all. Conclusion: the miracle of life is happening right before your eyes. but it's not always easy to spot. In order for you and other fish in the tank, or even just one, be ready when female tiger barbs start showing signs that they are pregnant. Make sure there are some notable features about what could potentially turn into an addition, or new arrival, a larger size than usual. Losing coloration around edges, such as fins down near body, this will give them away every time. The best way we've found so far is by keeping close tabs on all our girls.